Thank you. You're so sweet.
I'd also like to thank the administration, the college, for the support that they give the faculty. I think until you are full-time faculty and have the opportunity to take a sabbatical, you really don't realize the importance of that opportunity. It's basically paid time to do work that you normally wouldn't have time to do. So I hope that when the college finds itself in a better economic situation, they'll start the sabbaticals again, which I'm sure they will. Well, I have two bodies of work up here, and I've written introductions to the work. I feel that I write a lot more clearly than I can explain my work, but I'll be glad to take questions. The thing I wanted to say was that, as an artist, I think that what begins to happen after working such a long time on ideas is that your ideas begin to coalesce with your experiences. And I think that when that happens for some of us, the work is really a manifestation of those two things. And I feel that my work is. If I could read just a short statement. This is actually a paragraph from a statement that I wrote that I think is still appropriate to the work that I'm doing. But what I say here is that if life is a balance between the terrors and wonders of being alive, my work then reflects upon what it means to be human and alive in today's world. This classic struggle between good and evil and between the sacred and the profane is at the center of my work. It is a struggle given power by our natural desire to understand and bring together both the physical and spiritual worlds, one world visible, where matter is given form, and the other invisible, formless and abstract. So, although my work is specifically about certain things, mechanical things, the Industrial Revolution at the turn of the century, entertainment at the turn of the century, Coney Island in Las Vegas, those things are really, for me, subject matter that ultimately are symbols and begin to express some of the more personally held ideas that I have. What else can I say? I think the article that was written about my work too is important because Rod Slemons talks about Ferlinghetti, who was a 1950s poet, and the sort of questioning that he had about the culture and the world that he lived in. And I suppose that's another way of looking at my images, is that they're, for me, questions about the culture that I live in. They're about the wonderful things in our life, and they're about the more tragic things in our life as well. So.
What I love about the Las Vegas pictures is, and I hadn't seen these before, is that you were able to capture like sort of the sinister sexiness. Talk about how you took those photographs and under what circumstances.
Well, you mean logistically?
Logistically,
yeah. Well, these images are made with an 8x10 view camera. So I look like a bag man walking or pulling my little trolley cart with my 8x10 camera, and I will set my tripod up. The cameras, I open the camera, and I'm pretty much taking photographs, and I think I'm pretty obvious as I'm making the images, but I do photograph early in the morning or late in the evening so that the light, for photographers, if it's not about light, then it lacks a lot. So, I'm seduced by the atmosphere and by the culture that is Las Vegas, and I am certainly attracted to both the more sinister parts of Las Vegas, as well as the celebration that is Las Vegas. I think it's a place that you go to, and or that you don't go to unless you're able to sort of buy into and let go of, the more practical. It's a place to go and have fun and celebrate. For me, Las Vegas is the modern Coney Island. And I suppose that's why ultimately I was attracted to Las Vegas. There's not much left of Coney Island anymore, so
Did you collage by hand? How did you adapt? Was it digital? How did you bring the two things together?
Well, I'm glad they have a collage aspect because they are handmade collage pieces. Yeah, I think that that's very important. I think with when I was thinking about this, I think about this a lot. You know, when you look at photographs, I think there's a lot of assumptions that are made about what you're looking at. The assumption is that it's a camera captured image, and that's all. But these are actually photographs of Coney Island. These collage pieces here, and they're taken of Coney Island during the off-season when the rides are partially disassembled. And then what I do is I find illustrations of mechanical inventions that were produced during the turn of the century, from 1840 to 1890, when woodblock and steel-plate engravings were the only way to illustrate. And I cut gears and pulleys and things out, and I sort of, you know, I invent my own mechanical contraptions. And I think it helps to know that I was a mechanical designer before I went to school for photography. So,
Really?
so I made drawings of three-dimensional parts that looked like these drawings here. So, you know, in the process of collecting books, inevitably I would look at these books and buy them, had them around for years before I ever decided to use them in a piece. So this is a very different way of working. This is sort of going back to where I began with a large camera and shooting, you know, where you capture the image at the moment you trip the shutter, as opposed to these pieces here where they develop over, you know, 2 months or 5 months or 5 years. I have some pieces that I still have not shown because I'm not yet satisfied with them, but I've been working on them, you know, for years. So it's a very intuitive way of working. I think this is a little bit different, a little more cerebral way of working.
So the collage pieces, did they have the actual collage work right on them, or did you collage and then shoot it finished?
Oh, that's a good question.
Again?
Yeah, no, these are the actual collage pieces. So these are one-of-a-kind pieces, and I really haven't, although I've been asked to make copies of them, I'm not really, I don't know that I'll ever be satisfied with the copy of the original. It sort of goes back to Cheeto's question about, you know, the sort of, I see it as a different iteration and one that doesn't quite work for the original collage pieces. He always asks tough questions.
I remember when looking at Jensen's color, and that's before we commented each other by color, and I'm looking at the very activated compositions, and the first can lose the element to them. It's funny with the non-color. There's something we talk about because I see color successfully without color. I understand the all the shit they're black and white. I'm looking for that photography.
So you say you see color?
Yeah, there's something there with the non-color that's not colored. I think
Even in these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comment I made to Cheeto about Nancy's work was that there seems to be whether conscious or subconscious, a strong interest in light and the color of light. If you look at the white pants, then you see all kinds of color reflecting into the surfaces of the pants. You know, as far as my own work is concerned, I have not really been able to do any long-term serious work in color because for me it is the way I see the world, and with my own work, it being a metaphor for the real world, you know, it becomes more of an abstraction. It's an easier way to articulate an abstraction of the world that we live in.
you know, maybe it's more, what I'm agitating is not that I can see them as color,